Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Arkham Horror, the Dunwich Horror, turn 24. Yep, we're carrying on, baby. Let's see if we can get it done before Christmas, before Santa gets here. Right, okay, so where is everybody? Our first player is Monterey Jack, and he's up here just behind the Mythos card, and he is followed by William Yorick, who is also up here just behind the Mythos card, and they're both in Another Time. After William, it's Agnes, and Agnes is currently in the Uptown Streets, and then it is Daisy, who is in Yog-Sothoth. So let's get straight into the upkeep phase. And here we are with Monty. It's coming out this turn, so make sure his fight's at its highest. It is. And he gets his $1 for Deputy of Arkham. So he's up to 9. He's got his ancient tablet. What else? Obviously he's got to roll for his blessing now. And he gets a 3, so he keeps his blessing. Brilliant. So that's it for Monty. He's just coming out this turn. He's going to try and shut that gate. Let's move on to William. Here's William. He's looking pretty funky. He'll be moving to the second half of Another Time. Is there anything we want to change? No, we'll keep his law where it is. He has got 1 luck, but he's got +1 luck as a skill, and he's got a lantern. So we shall keep those where they are. And that's it. He's not casting any spells or anything. No, he's not going to cast Voice of Ra. We'll keep that. He might cast it before he actually just tries to shut the gate next turn, if we get a next turn. Right, so that's it for him. Next up is Agnes Baker. Here's Agnes. She's just going to move to the science building where there's a clue. She's not going to lure any monsters because then she'd have to deal with them. So she may as well not do any of that. So all she's got to do is roll for her blessing. $5. Brilliant. And that's it for her. Nothing else to do, I don't think. No. So let's go to Daisy Walker. Here's Daisy. She's our last player this turn. So let's refresh alchemical process. And, well, what the hell. It's not costing us anything. So we may as well go for it. She's coming out of another world this turn. So we will put her back up to 5 on her law using her 2 focus, and that means she gets 8 dice. So 8 dice to see if she can get $3. Drop the die, and she does, and that puts her up to $25. Possibly the richest investigator I've ever had. We'll put those $1 back and we'll get a 5 out, and she's up to $25. Oh, it's $26 actually. Yeah, by far the richest investigator I have had ever, which means we exhaust that. And then next, obviously, what we've got to do is check for her blessing. 3, yeah, let's keep that going. Good stuff. Right, so that's it for the upkeep phase. Let's move into the movement phase. And here we are with Monty. Comes all the way from Another Time into the Unnameable. We won't bother sending him in to Wizard's Hill. Let's just send him to the Unnameable. See what he can do. So that's his movement phase. Next up is William Yorick. I think we can still see him up there. It's not worth Not worth zooming in just to see him go into a next part of another time. So he's moved. Then it is Agnes Baker. Here's Agnes. He's going to go 1, 2 into the science building, and she's going to pick up another clue. So she now has 3 clues. And finally we have Daisy Walker. And Daisy Walker is going to come back from Yog-Sothoth here and all the way back to the unvisited isle. She doesn't have to bother with the buyer key right away. In fact, let's just put the buyer key on this side. There we go. So there's Daisy. Right, that's it for the movement phase. Next up, the Arkham encounter phase. And here we are with Monty. And Monty's obviously going to try and close the gate. It's a +0 gate. His fight's at 5, so he's got 5 blessed dice. Roll 5. Come on, son. And he gets 2. Gets 2 successes. He's got a 6 and a 4. That is enough. He does get yet another monster trophy. He's got 3. And, oh, yep. And it's got a square on it. So that means the Loigo goes back in the monster bag. Woo! So that's cool. Right, so let's get rid of that as well. He's not going to seal the gate. He wants to keep well, he can't seal the gate anyway, but he rather wants to keep his clues. Good stuff. Right, next up is William Yorick. No, it isn't, because he's in another world. It is Agnes Baker. And here's Agnes. So just in case we need the dice tower, put that there. Right, so she's in Miskatonic University District, which is the yellow deck. So, quick shuffle. Let's give it a quick cut as well. And what do we get? Oh, the science building's a bit long here. You find a student pounding on a strange device that he's hooked up to massive machinery. He states that it is a dimensional beam machine. If you offer to help him, make a law -2 check. A law 6. And she's blessed. We're going to do it. Right, so that's 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 4. That's a success. Yes. Right, let's have a read. If you pass, beams shoot out in all directions, disrupting the gates open throughout the board. Roll a die for each open gate, 1 at a time. On a success, the gate is closed. However, you may not take it as a trophy. Damn! But instead return it to the pile of gate markers. If you fail, the machinery overheats and explodes. Roll a die and lose that much. Well, I didn't fail. But we've got a chance to win, haven't we? I mean, okay, we've got to do it for 1, 2, 3, 4 gates. And poor old William will end up being devoured. But you know what? We're saving the world, baby. She's blessed. Oh, come on. Right, okay. It's a chance to win. If we can close all 4 of these gates, we've got 4 gate trophies and no gates open. So that's a win. So it is like a bizarre chance. Right, first one we're going to go for is we'll keep William alive as long as possible, because if we fail on one, it doesn't matter, does it? If we fail on even a single one before we get to William's gate, which is Wizard's Hill, we won't bother rolling on his. I think that's fair enough, isn't it? Right, we'll only roll on his if his is the last one. Right, so let's move round. The first one will be the Unvisited Isle. In fact, thinking about it, we're going to do that next to last because we want it as a trophy and we don't get it as a trophy. So we'll go to the Black Cave. Right, here's the Black Cave. So let's see if we can close it. A 2. We don't close it anyway, so it's cobblers. But we may as well try Devil's Hop Yard. Let's see if we can try Devil's Hop Yard. A 5. We do manage to close this one. So where was it going? It was going to another dimension. And it was square gates. But square monsters. So no square monsters. That goes to the bottom of the pile. Have I got to test all of them? I'm not sure. Hang on, let me have a read. Because I'd rather stop going now. Do I have to do it on all of them? No, that wasn't it. Where's the... Hang on while I try and find the relevant science building. Put it back on top. Yeah, put it back on top. Right, let's just read it again. Roll a die for each open gate. Oh, I've got to, haven't I? Ooh. No! Right, I have got to roll. Bobbins! Right, well, I've shut one. Put that back. Right, next one is... Oh, thank God. Failed, so he's alright. William's alright. He's got somewhere to come out. Again, we would prefer to fail this. A 3 and we failed that as well. So, from thinking, wow, that was really good, we could win. It got a bit hairy in the end because we had to try and shut every single gate. The main one was William's gate didn't shut, so he's not lost in time and space. He would have just been devoured, and that would have been the end of that baby. It's not too bad for Daisy. She just wouldn't have had a chance to get a trophy. But from thinking we might win something there, it got a bit grim. Right, but we've only got 2 open gates now. Oh, if we'd got that earlier, we might have had a chance of like winning on shut gates. But oh well, never mind. Right, so that's the end of Agnes's go. And next it is Daisy. So we may as well stay here. And this time we do want Daisy to succeed. So she's using a fight. So that's 7 dice. Minus 2 because it's Yog-Sothoth is 5 dice. And we need 2 successes. One fell out, but we've got our successes there. We've got 4. Yep, we've got 4 successes. So we do get that as a trophy. She now has 3 trophies, just like Monterey has, which is unfortunate because they do have friendly rivals. But if we do get into a final battle, as soon as one of them loses a gate trophy, the other one will start getting combat bonuses. Whew, right, well done. Oh, hang on. That was a circle. It was a circle gate. So she actually gets rid of the buyer key as well. So she won't have to fight it next turn because it was a circular monster. So that goes back in the bag. Fabulous. Right, so that's the end of the Arkham encounter phase. We've just got to have another world encounter phase now with William. Unfortunately, William's still here, so good job we failed in shutting that gate. That was a real, downer. The other thing as well, because we've shut a couple of gates there. What did we shut? We shut Devil's Hop Yard and what was it? That was it, wasn't it? But that's another gate that can come out next turn. I didn't really think about that either. Well, this turn, this Mythos phase. But let's do William first. We need a red or a green. That's a blue. That's a yellow. Blue again. Yellow. Yellow. Red. And we've got another time. Finding yourself in a primordial jungle, you are attacked by savage hominids directed by a hovering brain covered in black tentacles. Well, that's really nice, isn't it? Either pass a speed -1, which is a 2 check, so we need 2 successes, or discard a dynamite card to escape them. Well, we don't have dynamite, so it's the speed check, isn't it? Whoa. What's the speed? What's that? Oh, Wizard's Hill gate holder. We don't need that. Oh, yes, we do. That's where it's coming out of. I've knocked the gate out. Bear with me. Right, there we go. Speed. His speed's 3, which has been rubbish forever. -2. Oh, no, it's -1. So he needs 2 successes with 2 dice. And he's not even blessed. Right. Come on, William. 2 successes, son. Oh, no. Is he going to spend clues? No, he isn't. He's just going to lose 2 stamina. And he's going to stay here next turn. So he can't even get out to shut the gate. So we'll stand him up, as we do in our weird way. So he's delayed, unfortunately. Well, never mind. At least he wasn't lost in time in space or something horrendous like that. But he does lose 2 stamina, so he's down to 4 stamina. Fortunately, he didn't lose sanity, because then he would have been lost in time and space and devoured. Right, so that's it. And now it's the laugh and chuckle phase. And here we are looking at Arkham. In fact, it's now probably odds on that it's going to finish now, and we're going to go into the final battle. Not only did we close Devil's Hop Yard, but obviously Monty was successful closing the Unnameable, and Daisy was successful closing the Unvisited Isle, both of which are high frequency locations. So we could be getting ready for the big one. Let's see what we've got. And it's Independence Square. Yep, that is the final Doom token. We go up to 12. Yog has awoken. It's the final battle time. Right, I'll have to set all that up. I'll do another episode for that. It's I think it works better if we do that. So I'll clear up the board and set everything up. Get rid of all the extraneous investigator cards and stuff that don't apply, and I'll set it up pretty much like last time when we took on Yig. We're in a lot better, I think we're in a better position than we were against Yig. We've got 3 people who are blessed for a start. We've got a blessing spell, which means we can bless William, and we've got quite a few physical weapons. We should be able to put a hurting on him. Oh yeah, and the main thing is obviously we sealed the beast power, so he's only got a -3 combat now instead of -5, which helps out. And we've got a couple of relationship cards that help out. Skullcrackers for one helps out, and as I mentioned, friendly rivals once. Oh, it's monster trophies I think for combat. Yeah, it's monster trophies, and I'm sure, yes, Daisy has got more monster trophies than Monterey has, so that means Monterey will get +1 on his combat checks. So I'll check all that anyway and see exactly what bonuses and everything we've got, and everybody will have to have a trade, so make sure people get the best weaponry and stuff. So other than that, how did the turn go? The turn went really well. We had a surprising chance at actually winning, which then turned into a bit of a nightmare because we failed to shut the Black Cave gate straight away. If we'd rolled 4 successes then, we'd have won on closed gates, and that'd have just been well amazing. People would have been calling me lucky then if I'd managed that. Fortunately, the luck continued to run with us because we didn't shut either of the last two gates either. Especially the one which would have meant that William would have been lost in time and space and devoured, because we'd have had to bring out a new investigator and they would have been immediately devoured because they haven't got a gate trophy when Yog woke up. So we managed to dodge one there. So although we missed a chance at winning the game outright, we have managed to keep all our investigators, and Daisy did manage to get that last gate trophy. So, okay, right, what I'll do is I'll go and load this up, and then I'll come back shortly. We may as well finish this off. Hopefully it won't take like an hour and a half like it did against Yig, but I won't be popping off, I don't think, for a Cornish pasty halfway through. So, I hope you're all ready for the final battle, and let's see how we go on. This is the end of turn 24, I think, of Arkham Horror, the Dunwich Horror. But next turn will be the last turn. So I hope you join me. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.